Hey, that child is a human being too, and they have rights we should respect. Hello, healthy moms. Welcome to Nyango. I am Larissa Livella, the Healthy Smart Mom, and on Nyango, which means mothers, we talk all things motherhood, from tips and tricks to hacks to everything you need to make your motherhood experience just a bit easy. If you're struggling in one area or the other, then this is the place for you, because we all struggle. Motherhood isn't easy. As such, we need all the help which we can get. So here you'll find all the help you can get, not just from tips and tricks, but also from personal experiences. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 mom mistakes to avoid, which most of us did during pregnancy, labor, or postpartum, or while the kids are far grown. So if you're new here, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Leave a comment or something. If you're old, thank you for always coming back. Do not forget to subscribe, okay? So let's get to point number 1. The first one is starting antenatals late. I started antenatals around 3 months and I was pretty excited about it, but if I knew better, I would have done better. A lot of us start antenatals really late, but something we need to understand is the time which the main part of the baby's body which support all their growth that happens during the 9 months, it happens around the first 2 weeks to a month. So if you've not started antenatals and there are issues which the doctor would have helped you solve, then you stand a chance of your baby having birth defects which you could avoid. I have a video on birth defects, and if you want to learn more about birth defects which can happen, which you can prevent as a parent, then check this video up here. Now for point number 2, spending more time on fixing the nursery than in postpartum planning. We all made this mistake, and for some people we all spent a lot of time fixing that little cute bed, getting the tents, getting all the pillows and the toys, getting clothes, and then we forget about the fact that, after the baby comes, it's going to still be on us to take care of the baby. So we should spend more time on postpartum planning, on reading about breastfeeding, on learning about different things that would help us after that baby has come, because a lot of times we are so involved in picking those nice cute clothes that we forget that the real work is after that baby comes. I've heard a lot of moms say, let me try and give Bellamy rest. There is no rest that comes after you've given birth. The real work is there. So please, let's try to learn more about postpartum and plan more for it. The third thing that most mothers make a mistake is rushing to the hospital too early during pregnancy. But how then will you know if it is too early or too late when you've not been reading or you've not had any prior information about labor? This is the reason why you should download apps like Baby Center, which will help you to know what labor feels like, know when it's time for you to get to the hospital, because at times when you get to the hospital too fast and then they are doing you all sorts of things for the baby to come, and if the baby is not coming on time, doctors might start thinking of CS, of which it might not be what you need. It's just because you've been there for too long and you hear, I've been in the hospital since yesterday and nothing is happening. So please, let's try to learn about these things and get to the hospital when the time is right. For point number 4, which is a very severe one these days, praying against the safest birth method suggested for you by your doctor. I remember in my case when the doctor said I will be having a CS, oh my God, my parents went into serious prayers. But because he explained to me personally and my husband the reasons why I had to go into a CS, we understood and we told God, let your will be done. Because if the doctor suggests CS, then it is the safest birth method for you and your baby. And you shouldn't just put in your mind that CS is bad. I could wake up from the bed one day after my CS. The next morning I was up and walking. It might not be like that for everybody, but please yield to your doctor, because it is God that gives them that wisdom. For point number 5, updating the world immediately the baby is out. Yes, that baby is a human being too, and they deserve some respect. Imagine if now you wake up and you see some pictures of you looking white or looking funny when you're just born and your mother puts it out there on social media. Social media doesn't forget. And after you give birth, it's time for you to rest and not time for you to be replying to all sorts of messages. Okay, so you want to try to, I know it's exciting, I understand. I might just be a very private person, which I might not see it as a lot of work, but sometimes updating the whole world is just pulling evil eyes to yourself, which might not be necessary. So you might just have to try to keep it to yourself, update just people who are important, people who can actually be of help, people who knowing might make some sense for them to know or something like that. But you updating the world immediately after you give birth is not that necessary. You can keep it to yourself or your family, or send the photos to people whom you know might not share it. Because at times when you send those pictures out, people start giving their crazy opinion. Somebody will be like, why is your child white like that? I remember seeing a picture of a baby and the head was still long and had not been molded because of the stress of passing through the womb. And somebody was like, why is the baby's head long like that? And then you have to start, things that are not supposed to disturb you start disturbing you, of which you would have prevented it by not just sharing the picture. Because when you share the picture, you give room for everybody to give their opinions, and then those opinions might come and disturb you in a time which you need to rest and prepare that you need to take care of your baby. So please, as hard as it is, update just people who need to know, who might be of help to you and the baby. Now, the 6th mistake which most mothers make is comparing your baby's growth or developments with other babies' developments without understanding the birth circumstances within these 2 babies. Whether it's 2 babies or it's 3 babies, or it is babies which maybe you guys gave birth the same day in the hospital, the birth circumstances might differ, and that might be the reason why the baby might develop in a particular way. For example, the baby who was giving birth prematurely will not grow or attain developmental milestones the same as a baby who was giving birth full term. So we have to understand those things before we compare our kids to other kids. I know it's tempting. It's not easy for you not to compare, but sometimes each time that thing comes to your head to be like, oh, my baby's not walking yet, think about it and ask yourself that, but maybe this child would have not been born in the same way that my child was born, and there's different circumstances are the reasons why these things happen. So you don't trouble yourself for things which are not that important. If you're worried about the developmental milestones of your child, we have videos, like a lot of videos. The whole January and February we're making videos on developmental milestones. So if you're worried about how your child is developing and you want to know what your child should be attaining at different stages of their life, I will link one of the videos here, and you can just check the channel and you'll see a lot more which can help you, so you don't get worried about things which are not that important. If this video was helpful to you, please help me and subscribe to this channel. Put on the notification bell so each time we upload a video you should be the first to know. And don't forget to like, comment, and shout somebody whom you know might need a video like this, because we all as mothers make mistakes every single day. But if we have each other reminding, if we have ourselves reminding us of the mistakes which we constantly make, it will help reduce how much we make these mistakes. And at this point, if there is a mistake which you made particularly, which you felt like correcting it helps you so much in your motherhood journey, I would love to read from you. I guess the other mothers who will be watching this video would love to read from you as well. So please drop it in the comment section and let's all hear from you. I'm going to leave you a reply and I guess a heart, because I love reading from you. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you next week Friday, and let's keep raising healthy, wealthy, and exemplary moms. Thank you for being here today. Stay blessed. Bye.